Thomas Jefferson by Laura K. Murray. Who was Thomas Jefferson? Thomas Jefferson helped form the United States of America. He was the main writer of the Declaration of Independence. Later, Thomas became the third president of the United States. Thomas wanted the world to look up to the United States. He made the country bigger and stronger. He also never stopped learning and teaching others. His words and ideas will be remembered forever. Growing up Thomas. Thomas was born nearly 300 years ago on April 13, 1743. His family lived in Shadwell, Virginia. At that time, Virginia was one of 13 colonies owned by Great Britain. Thomas had 10 brothers and sisters. His family owned large farms. They had enslaved people to do the work on these farms. As a child, Thomas liked to read and explore outside. Thomas began school at age 5. He learned history, science, and other languages. A mill on the Jefferson family's farm in Shadwell, Virginia. When he was 17, Thomas went to the College of William and Mary in Virginia. He studied law and became a good writer. After school, Thomas became a lawyer. In 1769, Thomas began working in Virginia's government. At this time, Virginia and the other colonies were owned by Great Britain. But Thomas and other people in the colonies wanted to be free of Great Britain. They felt that British laws were unfair. Thomas wrote about why the colonies should be free. College of William and Mary. Home and family. In 1768, Thomas began building a house. It sat on a hill near the place he grew up. He named the house Monticello. It meant Little Mountain in Italian. Thomas started building his home when he was 25 years old. Enslaved people were made to do a lot of the work. Monticello took almost 40 years to finish. At the end, it had 43 rooms. The land around it also had gardens and other buildings. Monticello. Thomas married Martha Wales Skelton in 1772 at age 28. They had 6 children. Only 2 of them lived to be adults. They were named Martha and Mary. In 1782, Thomas's wife Martha died. Thomas did not marry again. Thomas had many hobbies. He liked to learn about music, plants, math, and art. He played the violin and rode horses. He also loved books. His library at Monticello had thousands of books. Thomas and his wife Martha. Words for a New Country. In 1776, the colonies wanted to break away from Great Britain. Thomas and 4 other men were asked to write the Declaration of Independence. Thomas wrote the first draft. The document told everyone that the colonies were now free from Great Britain. The Declaration of Independence became official on July 4, 1776. The date became the birthday for the new country. But the colonies still had to fight for freedom from Great Britain in the Revolutionary War, 1775 to 1783. Thomas, right, wrote the Declaration of Independence with Benjamin Franklin, left, and John Adams, center. Thomas stayed busy during and after the war. He led Virginia as governor from 1779 to 1781. Then he worked for the United States in France. He became the first Secretary of State in 1790. He helped the United States work with other countries. Thomas left as Secretary of State. Thomas ran for president in 1796. He lost, but became vice president under John Adams. In 1800, Thomas ran for president again. He won and became the 3rd U.S. president in 1801. Thomas as president. As president, Thomas made the United States bigger. In 1803, he bought land west of the Mississippi River from France. This deal nearly doubled the size of the country. It became known as the Louisiana Purchase. Louisiana Purchase. Thomas wanted to learn about the new land. He hired Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to explore and make maps. A young American Indian woman named Sacagawea guided them. Lewis and Clark with Sacagawea and her husband behind them. Later years. In 1804, Thomas ran for president again and won. 4 years later, he moved back to Monticello. In 1815, Thomas sold more than 6,000 of his books to the government. The books helped start a new Library of Congress. It is the main library of the United States. Thomas's books. Thomas helped start the University of Virginia. The school opened in 1825. Thomas was proud of his work. He was called the father of the school. University of Virginia. Thomas kept writing as he got older. He wrote letters to people around the world to share ideas. He and his friend John Adams often wrote to each other. At age 77, Thomas began writing a book about his own life. Thomas died on July 4th, 1826, at Monticello. He was 83 years old. It was America's 50th birthday. His friend John Adams died just a few hours later. Remembering Jefferson. Today, people can visit places to learn about Thomas's life. The Jefferson Memorial is in Washington, D.C. A statue of Thomas stands inside the building. In South Dakota, Thomas's face is carved into Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Thomas Jefferson. More than 400,000 people go see Monticello each year. They walk through the house and gardens. They can see Thomas's grave, too. On Thomas's birthday, people give speeches and play music at Monticello. Monticello. People remember Thomas in other ways. They see his face on the $2 bill and the nickel. They also read his words in the Declaration of Independence. His words are still powerful today. Every 4th of July, people celebrate the birth of the United States. Thomas Jefferson was an important leader in American history. As president, he helped the United States grow. His ideas about freedom helped make America the country we know today.